Our team shape, right? So recognize our team shape in offense, okay? Our team shape in defense, and our team shape in transition, right? I want you to pay attention to that and through some of these clips. And my question is, could we be more successful if we had discipline in our shape? Okay, so what is it with our play, or are we playing it to get rid of the ball? Okay, so those are the two things that I want you to look for.
Over their back line, so they're facing their own goal. Those are ones we talked about early in the season. Those are ones we really want to overhit. If you can overhit with texture, overhit with backspin so it dies, that's even better. And if you overhit wide of the 6, particularly wide of the penalty area, you're not likely to engage their goal.
Trust our system and we do it right, offensively and defensively. Have you seen how good it is? Absolutely. You felt it and you've seen it. Okay, so trust that. Don't, for today, don't allow the other team to dictate our pace. Don't let them dictate our style of play. Okay, whether it's scrappy and physical, right? It's not, we don't need to engage in that defensively. Okay, we need to protect ourselves, but we don't need to get into that chippy stuff in defense, okay? And we don't need to start playing pumped balls forward if that's their style. Stay with our style. Again, foundation, okay? Yes, results are important, but more important is, are we building, continuously building on that foundation and doing the right thing every single game, every single training session, all right? We learned a lesson on Tuesday, okay, that we can't come out and just float through the game, all right? We can't come out and float. So the first 10 minutes of this game, we are going to inflict our will and our style on the game, okay? Not on the opponent, on the game. Does that make sense? Big difference. Okay, so we are going to put our fingerprint on the game in the first 10 minutes, all right? And again, it's not 100 miles an hour, okay? It's about 60 to 65 miles an hour, all right? So we can play in a controlled setting, so when we gotta go, we go. And when we need to slow it down, we can, okay? But going out, playing simple, doing the good things, the things that we do well from the get-go, doesn't mean it's flawless, okay? There's going to be flaws, there's going to be mistakes, but how quickly can we respond to them? How quickly can we pick each other up from them, all right? So again, looking to play balls with intentions, okay? Balls to feet, balls to the ladder, okay? Up, back, and through. And then again, with our forwards, being crafty, being brave, okay? Feeling and understanding who's on for a shot. Can we find that player? Play to people's strengths today. If someone's having a bit of an off day in this area, you make sure you step in and help her with that, okay? Whether it's covering, whether it's stepping in time, communication will solve all of those problems, okay? So be brave today. First B, right? The B in our name, brave, okay? Be brave today. Have the savage mentality, have the leadership through your communication, okay? But come out and play our game, all right? Let's live and die this year by our style of soccer, okay? But don't get away from it and play to other people's styles of soccer, okay?
Bengals goal number 10, Nicolina Musto. Time of the goal, 97th minute. Ladies and gentlemen, that completes our first match of the day. Your final score.
Sure, you know, and just, there were some, I think sticking to the game plan once we kind of readdressed it, coming out of halftime and then obviously going into after the injury timeout, you know, we just told them that we just kind of made a few adjustments there, and they came out and they stuck to the game plan finally. So that was probably the biggest takeaway, is that when we hit the goal, we were able to come back out of it, which we weren't able to do against Wyoming. It's one of those things, we always talk about it in our sport, is that we don't get rewarded for, hammering the other team's goal. And so it's one of those things where it's like, sometimes if you can just keep the energy high to get all the way through the game and finally get the one you need, that's the key, because there's a lot of times where you can get frustrated because you're not finishing, and then you kind of give in and you get that one against you. So today we didn't do that. I think as far as finishing those, it's just going to be the timing. Everything is just slightly off, or just that composure with the freshmen. I mean, almost our entire line is up front is freshmen, and so I think just getting them that little bit more composure of being able to turn and hit the right shot, not just a shot.